How you doing, guys? One Man Clan. God, we had a bit of controversy last week, didn't we? Yes, we did. And, there's 2 points of view. And on the day I thought, come on, dudes, because it was a Sunday. And I was playing with the new bot stuff I talked about last week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click last week's chat, Battle of the Bots Part 2, whereupon it was decided that instead of having people wait till you spawn a bot to start the timer for the next bot, you keep a reserve. You keep a reserve of your... Someone else described it in a better way. I can't remember now what that word they used. You keep a backlog. That's not the word. Anyway, the point is, you can, if you're spawning a bot once a minute, and you wait 5 minutes before you have to spawn a bot, and then that starts the timer for the next 60 seconds, then you get the second bot after. Whereas I made it so that you can reserve them all. So if you wait 5 minutes, you can spawn 5 at a time, or as in 1, 2, 3, or 5 in one go. Anyway, this proved too much, and in some people's opinions. In my opinion, I'm not really sure, because as you know, I really judge these things based on there's something new that happens, and the question is, can it be counted? The new mod, let's call feature X, a new feature X, and it changes the balance a little time. Every time you change something, the balance, shift to power changes a bit, and the question is there a response? Can it be counted? Is there something you can do about it? And I'm not convinced the answer is no. So I think that the bots, something can be done. So from that point of view, the people complaining should just relax. And trust me, of course, if it ends up that we can't, if it's insurmountable, the new thing really has unbalanced the game, of course I'm going to change it back. There's no need to panic, right? So I'm in the right there, but I had to think later. And there's another way which I was wrong. And I should say sorry to you guys, because it is experimental, and Sunday sessions are not the time for experimental stuff. So I regret that. In hindsight, it's like, dude, it's a Sunday. People are rocked up to play the game they know and love, not to figure out new stuff. So I should have kept to the original thing, which I mentioned ages ago, but I haven't really stuck to it, because I tend to sort of improvise, And the original thing was Saturdays were experimental AGR, and Sundays are classic AGR. So new stuff on Sundays, classic stuff tried and tested new stuff on Saturdays, tried and true stuff on Sundays. However, normally that refers to bugs. In my mind, it's kind of this, something buggy. I don't want crashes on the Sunday. Saturday's the time for crashes. This is not a crash situation, but that doesn't mean it's a tried and tested gameplay situation. So I think from now on, I'm going to be more strict with this Saturday-Sunday change, differentiation between Saturdays and Sundays. All the new stuff on Saturdays, experimental stuff, I can unapologetically introduce new things and new ideas, experimental things, change the settings, new maps, unexpected maps, let's do that, And Sundays is tried and tested, proven gameplay, proven maps, guaranteed action, non-stop. And so I think I should stick to that. Meanwhile, the details of what actually happened with the bots, I'm going to pause this for a sec. Hold on a sec. I've got the music. Come on. Hold on a sec. Okay, I've got it set to 5 minutes, but today I think I'll go for longer. And from your point of view, nothing happened just then. From my point of view, I could hear the music. So anyway, where was I? So I extended it now. It's going to go over time. So getting back to what the problem is with the bots. What is the situation with the bots? Well, what I did was I did some changes mid-game, something I don't normally do. Mid-session, I made some adjustments during last week's Sunday session, which was a few things. Number one, I reduced the number of bots to 10. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I like the idea of you you should get a massive reward. I want there to be a massive payoff. There should be some big fat reward, an element of, how can I put it? Something you probably won't achieve, but you could achieve. And the Abomination is like that. Excuse me. The Abomination is like that. Something that if you knife enough people, most people won't do it. But if you're in the mood to knife, and if you can get enough kills, you get to abominate. If those who don't know what I'm talking about, that's your bad luck. You should play it. There's a special thing you can do. Very rare thing if you're very, very good at knifing. I think it's set to 100 kills, or is it 50? I don't remember. But it's pretty rare. Only Doc, I think, has gone for it. I don't know if anybody else, did Jonan try it one time? I don't remember anybody else ever achieving Abomination, but that's what these things should be. They should be achievements. So if you're really, really good, you should achieve something, and everyone in the game should know. It's like, oh my God, look at that. I don't believe it. Oh, look at that. See? So I've tried to do that with all the special professions, classes, superpowers, whatever you want to call them. I'm calling it superpowers just to make it obvious to the newbies. But with the army thing, again, I want something. If you've got your soldiers and you've looked after them and you know what to do with them, there should be some reward, something that you achieve that you go, wow, I can't believe I did that. And I thought one of that would be just having an army of bots. That's why I called it Bot Army. So you should be able to get 10, 20, 30, you know what I mean? So now question is how to do that and make it so that it really is a big achievement. And thinking about it, well, currently it's not such a big achievement. You just reserve them and you just spawn them. So maybe it should be done so that you can only get that many if your bots have enough kills. That's one idea. See, I've told you what I want, but the actual way of getting it is easy. You guys can tell me what do you think should be something that a general, whatever you want to call him, the guy that has the army bot, the bot army, what's something that they could do? What's something that's like amazing skill that they could, achieve, and then get the reward. They get all of the soldiers. Keeping them, off the top of my head, I don't know, keeping them alive for a long time. A number of kills. That's better. That's all I can think of. But maybe it should be so that if you get X number of kills, then you get another reserve or something like that. Not any Tom and Dick and Harry should be able to get 20 bots just because they hid them somewhere and then, on the other hand, they do start weak. And I made them weaker, and that's one of the things I did last week. What did I do during mid-game, that little change I made? Number one, I made the bots weak. I think they had 600. I reduced it down to 400. Now, come on, guys. This is the thing. The bots are easy to kill. The people complaining, they're annoying, but they're easy to kill. It's not like, oh, we're finished, we can't do it. You know what I mean? You might have to recustomize or just get one guy. There should be at least one tanky guy in any team. One guy with a rocket launcher or a MIRV grenade. It's not such a big deal. They're not, they're not dodging grenades. I turned off that code. They're not dodging rockets. I switched off that code. So I don't feel guilty because they are easy to kill. There's really no excuse here. Okay, you can't say they stopped you winning the game. But anyway, just as a temporary thing, I weakened to do all the complaints. So they're 400 at the moment. Let's see how we go. Obviously, I can't make it too weak because then no one's going to bother doing it. It's got to have some kind of reward. Anyway, so we've got 400. The second thing I did was reduce the rate of fire. The bots shoot slower, so they're less deadly. And even as I'm saying this, part of me is like, oh, come on, dude, you're nerfing them too much. We'll see. This is all based on you guys. Feedback. How does the game... This is what I look at. Are the scores balanced? Does everybody have a chance? Do the Blues have a chance to defend? Are the Reds got a chance to attack? If Red is not capping, why not? What's going on? Is it something that Blues doing that Red just can't get? And if Red's having a cap fest, well, what are they doing? What can they be stopped? If they can't be stopped, we change things. Anyway, I'm repeating myself here. But anyway, that's the so that I think that's it. I slowed the rate of fire, and I made them weaker. Now, other ideas, make make it so they can, look, I don't know. Why don't you just put it back the way it was before? I could put it back the way it was before, but why? I mean, fucking adjust it. You know, bots are weekend. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. I've got something else happening with the monsters. Very special, but I got distracted because I've been working on something else the last couple of days. And that particular code's on hold. For those that I guess if you're listening to this, you're one of the very few special select group who give a damn and follow AGR Mania on YouTube. So I might not even send an email to people letting them know about this me talking. So we'll see. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. What else is happening? I've got nothing else to report. A few new maps, which I don't know. I'm too minded. A school of thought one is I'll just put it up there and see how we go, and then you can always adjust it over and over. The other part is no. Wait till you think it's amazing and then put it up. But then who knows what's amazing. Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. But the big takeaway, I guess, is the big thing I'm thinking is, Saturdays, which is tomorrow, experimental AGR, crazy stuff, and try some new maps. If the maps suck, we'll turn them off after 10, 15 minutes or whatever, you know what I mean? And Save Sundays is the classic AGR. And I guess if the people that absolutely hate the new stuff, they can just don't come on Saturdays, stick to Sundays. And people that think AGR is getting, they want something new, they can do the reverse. But of course, the true fans will come both days. Anyway, I'm excited. It's another, 10 hours to go till this week's session. And what will happen? Have I done enough with the bots to make them palatable to the critics? Are the critics for real? Or are they just lazy? Are they really trying? Have people gotten fat and lazy with their tried and tested gameplay, and the minute there's something different they can't cope? I don't know. Am I a nice guy who's trying to give people something new and always interesting, or am I a jerk who's just spoiling something that was perfect as it was? I don't know. But we'll see. As always, the gameplay will tell us all. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys soon.